When adults sidestep the truth, children are left adrift. It's not that kids can't handle reality, it's that when they sense a gap between what they observe and what they're told, the dissonance creates confusion. The world is complex enough without the added layer of adults, those they rely on for clarity and guidance, avoiding difficult truths. When we shrink from honesty, we not only betray ourselves but also those little eyes watching us, trying to make sense of the world. History offers a stark lesson in this. During the civil rights movement in the United States, many parents avoided conversations with their children about race and segregation. Some did it to protect their kids from the harshness of the world, while others simply preferred not to challenge the status quo. But children saw the signs: whites only, on water fountains, the segregated schools, the inequality. Silence from adults didn't shield them from reality, it just confused them. It left them to piece together fragments of truth, often in ways that reinforced the very injustices society should have been confronting. Adults, in avoiding these difficult conversations, unwittingly perpetuated the very systems they claimed to abhor. Children are attuned to adult behavior far more than many give them credit for. Developmental psychologists like Jean Piaget and Lev Vygotsky have long argued that children construct knowledge by observing and interacting with their environment, particularly with adults. When adults dodge uncomfortable truths about family struggles, societal issues, or personal challenges, children pick up on the inconsistencies. They internalize this avoidance, often interpreting it as their own misunderstanding or fault. According to a 2014 study published in the Journal of Family Psychology, children whose parents were emotionally avoidant were more likely to experience anxiety and confusion, struggling to form clear understandings of relationships and the world around them. Data supports the idea that honesty, even about difficult subjects, fosters healthier development. A 2017 survey by Parenting Science found that children who grow up in environments where parents discuss challenging topics, such as death, divorce, or social justice, tend to have higher emotional resilience. These kids were not more fearful or anxious, as some parents worry. Instead, they were better equipped to process complexity. By facing the truth head-on, these children learned that the world, while sometimes harsh, was something they could understand and navigate, rather than a mysterious place filled with unspoken taboos. From a common-sense perspective, it's easy to see why avoiding the truth does more harm than good. Children learn through modeling, and if adults model avoidance, children will mimic that behavior. They'll learn to sidestep difficult emotions, tough conversations, and uncomfortable realities. And yet, life demands that we confront these things. By teaching children to face the truth, however difficult, we prepare them for the inevitable challenges they'll face. When adults evade reality, they leave children unprepared, confused, and vulnerable to the very hardships they tried to shield them from. Ultimately, truth-telling isn't just about being honest, it's about trust. Children look to adults for guidance, and when we hide from the truth, we fracture that trust. They may not always understand every detail, but they deserve clarity, consistency, and a model of courage in facing life's realities. Because when adults confront the truth, children learn they can too. They grow up not only with knowledge but with the confidence to navigate the world themselves. Avoiding the light of truth may feel easier in the moment, but it leaves a shadow that children have to stumble through, long after we've turned away.